$16,406 is the cash amount in my Fidelity brokerage account. But not all this money is mine. If you've been following me since May, you know I took out a $6,500 personal loan to kind of bump up my brokerage and get into these high yield ETFs, or using some other people's money for some leverage. And then once I had that $6,500, I used $5,500 of margin to double the leverage on leverage, which allowed me to purchase about $12,000 of AMFI to get my foot in the door to earning some extra dividend income. And I just made the third payment to this personal loan. There's the breakdown. You can see the minimum principal and interest amount due each month is $139, interest rate at 10.4%, and you can see my current principal balance now is at $5,097. And the first month I actually made a payment of $881, a good first payment, a good chunk to throw out that $6,500. For the second month I brought that down to $430, but still a good chunk, well above the minimum payment of $139. And just a few days ago I made the third payment, $251, which now brings the current principal down to $5,097. Now, the beautiful thing about paying off this personal loan is I'm not using any money from my salary, from my day job, my wife's money from her day job. I'm not using any dividends from the Fidelity account that I just showed you. I'm using other forms of passive income to pay this loan off and to fund a little bit of the brokerage account. And the main source of my passive income is this small little YouTube channel with 8,700 subscribers. It pumps out anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. And with this screenshot, you can see the last 6 months. We got 1 or 2 more days still to populate in August, so I'll be over $500 for the month of August. But you can see June and July, over $600 in June, and over $560 in July. Originally, my goal was just to use all this money to pay off the loan all at once. But then, of course, I changed my mind. I take some of this money, I definitely pay more than the minimum to that personal loan. And you always have to think about taxes, not only for the Fidelity brokerage account, but for all the other forms of passive income I have to account for taxes. I don't want to get stuck with a huge tax bill. I want to be able just to pay it off. And so I've opened up a dedicated savings account with my local credit union just for taxes for my passive income. And right now there's $530, which is more than enough for the Fidelity brokerage account. By the end of 2024, I should have about $2,000 saved up in this account to account for taxes for all the passive incomes which I will earn in 2024. And I just want to reiterate, I'm not paying a dime from my day job, from my salary to pay off this personal loan or to account for taxes created from my passive income, which includes the Fidelity brokerage account. Earlier in the video, we saw this screenshot. I'm using about $5,000 of margin. That's going to add up to about $50 or $60 of margin interest that I have to pay monthly, usually on the 20th or 21st of each month. And this is the amount of margin interest I paid in August, or from like July 20th to August 20th, $37. I was going back and forth between how much margin I should use between $3,000 and $5,000. So it's an average of between $3,000 and $5,000, this $37. But if I stick to $5,000 of margin, it's going to be somewhere between $50 and $60 a month. So let's say I do pay the $60 of margin interest monthly, along with the $140 a month personal loan. That's $200 of carrying cost. Well, right now, if I had to, I could use the dividends to pay off the personal loan. And of course, Fidelity is going to get their margin interest payment anyway. So I'm ahead of the game there. In case my YouTube channel disappears, I'll still be able to pay off that personal loan and the margin interest with the dividends, worst case scenario. And plus, I also receive a couple $100 a month from my credit cards, of cash back from my credit cards. I have Amazon affiliate that provides some other passive income. So I have a buffer to pay off that personal loan and to help with the taxes. And of course, the overall goal over time is to create a passive income monster to get this monthly payout as high as I possibly can while maintaining the NAV somewhat with these high yield ETFs. Again, I'm a new investor, 4 months. I've learned a lot over 4 months. I'm already thinking once I pay off this personal loan, I'll just take out another one and just rinse and repeat to keep upping these positions or whatever happens in the future. Again, passive income monster, thousands of dollars per month while maintaining the NAV. That's the goal, and that's the challenge. And I love a great challenge. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.